From Mad TV to Key and Peele to Schmigadoon, Keegan-Michael Key is a modern master of sketch comedy. Now, he and his wife, film and TV producer Elle Key, have taken a long look into the history of the art form. They talked recently with Jeffrey Brown for our Arts and Culture series, Canvas.
Would you like to have me take you home in my car?
Oh, no, thank you. I'm too tired. I'd rather walk.
A scene from the legendary comedy team of George Burns and Gracie Allen.
Well, I'll tell you what you do. You go home, get your coat, come back, and I'll give you a ride in my boat.
Oh, all right.
I've got a boat, too.
Oh, but wait a minute. My sister's got my coat.
That's all right. My brother's got my boat.
Oh, Judd, you're silly.
You want to do it?
Okay, we've established he's going to be George.
I'll do George.
Nearly 100 years later, Keegan-Michael and Elle Key do their Burns and Allen.
Do you like to love?
No.
Like to kiss?
No.
Well, what do you like?
Oh, lamb chops.
Lamb chops. Could you eat 2 big lamb chops alone?
Alone? Oh, no, not alone. But with potatoes, I could.
Say goodnight, Gracie.
And scene. Good night, Gracie. That's right.
It still works.
It still works. It works 100 years later.
You don't expect it.
Yeah, misdirection is misdirection no matter whether it's 2023 or 1923.
The Keys love to make these comedic connections.
It's always nice to know where you're coming from or where you came from. Even jokes have a history. Even jokes have an origin. And not just necessarily in specifically where the joke came from, but also just humor.
That same thing that we're laughing at now, our parents laughed at, our grandparents laughed at.
Our great-grandparents
And then
laughed
you go,
at.
well, wait a second, how far back does this go?
They first explored all this in a podcast series titled The History of Sketch Comedy.
Ahead of us is a colorful and enlightening journey through the world of sketch comedy. I'm not wearing any pants. Film at 11.
And now in a new book by the same name, with a cover that has Keegan as some of the key characters along the way. From medieval jester to blues brother, Elle came up with the idea.
So from how book publishing works, they're like, well, we want a picture of Keegan. And I was like, well, I think the book covers so much history, I think just a picture of Keegan isn't enough. Would you be okay with 7 Keegans?
Keegan gained renown for his routines with longtime partner Jordan Peele on their Comedy Central show, and in numerous other shows and movies.
Now, this November, I want each and every one of you to ask yourselves, what has changed in the last 4 years?
Who killed Osama bin Laden?
What has my administration accomplished?
Did we accomplish killing America's biggest enemy? Check, did that. Boom!
The book is a tour from the ancient world to modern classics, with a focus on sketch comedy, the skits and short playlets that are acted out.
Who is on first? Well, what are you asking me for? I'm not asking you, I'm telling you, who is on first? I'm asking you who's on first. That's the man's name. That's whose name? Yeah. It's dead. That's what's wrong with it. No, it's resting, look. Look, my lad, I know a dead parrot when I see one, and I'm looking at one right now.
I'd like to rent a car.
Gertz Rent-A-Car at your service, sir. We're number 1, you know.
Mavis Rent-A-Car, we try hard.
Keegan describes in his youth seeing his normally stoic father dissolve into belly laughs while watching Eddie Murphy on Saturday Night Live. It would change his life.
Watching others, it affected me, and watching the power. There's a power, I believe, to comedy, the same way there's a power to drama, that you can touch other people and uplift other people with these art forms. And I wanted to be a part of that, desperately.
Do you think of yourself as a comedian or actor first, or both?
I think of myself as an actor who does comedy.
But the acting part is the important part to you.
Yes, to me, the acting part is the important part, because a character in a sketch, much like a character in a drama, they have no idea that they're in the play. They are living their lives, and the actor gives over to the given circumstances of the play or the given circumstances of the sketch.
And the greats, the Keys write, are all great students of the art form.
Keegan and I together call it comedy math, is where the turn is, how long of a setup do you have before you heighten to make the joke go even to a crazier place or a wackier place, and how do you get the audience to go along with you so you don't go too far?
But their favorite sketches are when things do go too far, what they call the "hey, you can't do that" moment.
A "hey, you can't do that" moment is kind of one of those "I can't believe they went there" moments.
Something wacky, ridiculous happens that you're like, no, that's just not right. You can't just do that. That's silly.
Do you know when you're going to do that? Do you know when you've hit that moment?
No, do I know when I've hit that moment?
Like, I can't do that, can I?
I'm gonna, yeah, but I'm gonna. But I'm gonna. There are moments when it comes up organically and spontaneously, and then there are moments when you absolutely know you're about to do it. You know that you're about to do a zinger.
But what about now when the news is very, very serious? Is there still a place for comedy? The Keys think so.
That involuntary reaction that happens within us when a joke is told, I think it's very therapeutic for us to guffaw, to belly laugh. It's not to take away from the seriousness of the times. We can still seek out ways of helping the world and being philanthropic or trying to find a way to be helpful in navigating this darkness that we're kind of encountering right now. But I do believe that we need a reprieve now and again, and comedy can offer that.
I grew up here in New York City, and my family is Jewish, and I grew up in a family that told jokes. And I was always told or led to believe that it came out of, it didn't matter how difficult things were, we use humor to get through tough situations. And a lot of the humor that we talk about in the book comes from the culture where they used humor to kind of lighten really dark, challenging times.
And that abides.
It does abide.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
The book is The History of Sketch Comedy, Keegan-Michael Key and Elle Key. Thank you both very much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
The power of comedy and a laugh I think we all need these days.